Hello and welcome to viewers of Good Morning DRC TV. I just wanted to bring you an update. I think I haven't really talked much about Joseph Kabila, even though I have mentioned him on pretty much videos that I make in order to highlight the fact that Joseph Kabila is the boss of the AFC of Nanga, and Kabila is a protege of Paul Kagame, and both Joseph Kabila and Paul Kagame have ruled the country of the Democratic Republic of Congo in the last 18 years prior to Tshisekedi becoming the president. Now, he has been out of the country in exile, but now he plans to go back and take his place as the leader, officially that is, of the AFC and M23 group. Let me just read this to you and I will come back with my comments later, and the ramification of him going back to Congo since he has declared war against the country that he ruled for 18 years. But let me just read this to you so you know what is being said. Now, this is April the 9th, 25. Reuters have put out this article, but yeah, let's read. Let's find out what it says right here. It says here, Kabila says he's returning to help resolve the conflict. Kabila was in office for nearly 20 years. He refused to step down. President Tshisekedi has accused Kabila of backing the rebels. April 9, former Congolese President Joseph Kabila will return to the Central African nation to help find solution to the crisis in the war-ravaged East, where Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have seized territory, he told Reuters late on Tuesday. The M23 rebels' lightning offensives since January in the Democratic Republic of Congo's mineral-rich East has killed thousands and forced hundreds of thousands more from their homes, while stoking fears of wider regional conflicts. Now, I want to go quickly to what the man himself said. Okay, in quotes, I have resolved to return home without delay to contribute to the search for a solution. Okay, let me just reread that again. I have resolved to return home without delay to contribute to the search for a solution. So the man who started the fire is now looking for a solution, said Kabila, who was in office from 2001 to 2019 and left the country in 23, living in South Africa and spending time in other African countries since then. His return would be contagious in Congo. Why would his return be contagious? Okay. The son of President Laurent Kabila, we don't know if he is his son, but I'll read what it says here. He came to power after his stepfather's assassination and refused to stand down when his final term officially expired in 2016, leading to the deadly protest. Right. This is what it says here, but I have to comment on this and just to let you know what my take is on this situation here, that Kabila has decided to go back to the DRC. This is somewhat really shocking to me, and I have to say that I have my reservations in terms of what I need to say on this one, but I think this is going to be a problem because Kabila is being accused of being the instigator of the problems in the eastern part of Congo. Kabila has never wanted to leave power. After being in power for 18 years, he wanted to remain in power. He lost elections and he left the country. I mean, he stayed in the country, and then in 23, he left the country to go in exile. And what has transpired in the last 6 years tells a lot in terms of the man's vision and what he plans to do in the DRC. Nanga is pretty much his disciple. And Nanga had no means or ways or idea or training in the military and no ambition to go and start a rebel group. But Kabila, who is a multi-billionaire, pretty much has the economy of the Congo in his hands. He's now coming back to take ownership officially of the AFC of Nanga and the M23 group. Obviously, Kagame doesn't want to take the weight of all that is happening there. He has to share it with his co-workers and the accomplice in what is going on there. And one way to do it is to get Kabila to come back and take ownership so that this becomes a national situation rather than blaming Rwanda. So much to be said on this, but I think I will obviously come up with a video to address what I'm talking about here. But it is not a good sign for him who has been accused of backing the rebel group to ravage and kill and loot. And one thing that this is just me, I don't know why the former president never said a word for the killings that have taken place in Goma and Kivu. He hasn't said a word. No sympathy at all for the family that have lost theirs. It is a sad reality, but I find it that posture says a lot. It says a lot. There is so much to really unpack here when it comes to Joseph Kabila. There is so much to unpack, and I will address it. But while on this one, I might as well just add that the meeting that was supposed to take place in Doha has not happened. The reasons are unknown, but one can only imagine that it's not going well because President Tshisekedi, he is absolutely determined that he won't give in to their demands. After doing what they have done in Goma and Kivu, it will go against every wishes of the Congolese people to negotiate and give them post and power that they're looking for in the DRC. So we wait and see what will happen because it's been postponed. For how long for? Nobody knows. They haven't said anything about the new dates. We wait and we will see. But I have to say that it's not looking good. Now, we all understand that all these things are happening because of the involvement of the US in the mineral deal that is actually in the pipeline. This is something that will soon come into fruition. And so stakeholders, are pretty much, pulling the strings one way or another in order to find a resolution or something that will work for the parties involved. And it's, like I said, the US are bullies. The US is Trump he's a bully. I mean, and that's pretty much, they are there for their own interests. But they will bully everyone, like they've told Kagame to back off, they told Ruto to back off, they told Museveni to back off, and you won't hear any of Muhozi say anything or mouthing as we used to in the past. They've all been told to shut up and get out of the DRC, so to speak. But let's wait and see. As I said, not in favor of the US taking over the situation, because they started the fire. They're the ones that have used Kagame to do all of that. They've given him everything that he needed. Bill Clinton and Tony Blair are behind that. Everything that's happened there in the DRC, they are the ones who laid the foundation for Kagame to do that, and the US is pretty much involved. Now, I listened to Masad Boulos, and he made a comment saying that there are many Americans company here in Rwanda doing business, and we want to keep it that way. Now, I told you, if you listen to me in all my videos, you know I've always said that, you know, the Americans, they started it, they're going to maintain it, and they know where they're taking it to. But this is to unpack on another day. Just wanted to let you know that Joseph Kabila has decided to go back to the Congo and take up his, if you like, he's officially going to take seats in Goma, and he's going to be in Goma where the rebels have taken control of the territory, and that's where he feels safe. So officially, he's going to be enthroned as the leader of the AFC and the M23 group. I'll see you at another video. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, share this link, get more people involved, and let me know what you think. Let me know your comments, and let's talk and let's share ideas on the situation unfolding in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I wish you all, wherever you are, whether it is the morning or the evening, enjoy. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.